Welcome back to the channel, where we explore the most powerful manifestation techniques that actually work. Today, we're diving deep into one of Neville Goddard's most transformative methods, the State Akin To Sleep, or SATS. If you've been struggling to manifest your desires, if affirmations haven't been working for you, or if you feel like there's a missing piece in your manifestation practice, this video might just change everything for you. Neville Goddard, one of the most influential teachers of the law of assumption, discovered that there is a specific state of consciousness where your subconscious mind becomes incredibly receptive to new beliefs and ideas. He called this state the state akin to sleep, and it's arguably the most powerful tool in his entire teaching arsenal. So what exactly is SATS? Imagine that moment right before you fall asleep, when you're no longer fully awake but not quite asleep either. You're in that drowsy, relaxed state where your thoughts start to drift and your body feels heavy. That's the state akin to sleep. In this state, your conscious mind, which usually acts as a gatekeeper and filters everything through logic and past experiences, starts to step aside. Your subconscious mind becomes exposed and highly impressionable. Think of your conscious mind as a security guard at the door of your subconscious. During your normal waking hours, this guard is alert and skeptical, questioning everything that tries to enter. But when you enter SATS, that guard gets drowsy and relaxed, making it much easier to slip new beliefs past the gate and directly into your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is where all your deep-seated beliefs, habits, and self-concepts live. It's the operating system running in the background of your life, and it doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. When you successfully impress something upon your subconscious mind, it accepts it as fact and begins to reorganize your reality to match that new belief. This is why SATS is so powerful. You're not trying to force change through willpower or repetition alone. You're working with the natural rhythms of your consciousness, catching that golden window when your subconscious is most receptive. Now let's get into the practical, step-by-step process of performing SATS. The first step is to create a short, vivid scene that implies your desire is already fulfilled. This isn't a long movie. It's a brief, looped action. For example, if you desire a new job, your scene might be shaking your new boss's hand and hearing them say, "Welcome to the team." If you want to manifest a loving relationship, your scene could be feeling a wedding ring on your finger or hearing your partner say, "I love you." The key is that the scene must take place after your wish has been granted. It should be a moment of celebration or confirmation. Make sure the scene involves your senses. What do you see, hear, feel, touch, or even smell in that moment? This sensory richness is what makes the imagined act feel real to your subconscious. With your scene prepared, the next step is to enter the state akin to sleep. You can do this at night, right before you fall asleep, or during a nap in the middle of the day. Lie down in a comfortable position where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing your body to relax completely. Let go of the day's thoughts and anxieties. Feel your body getting heavier and your mind becoming still. You don't want to fall asleep immediately, but you want to reach that peaceful, drowsy state on the edge of sleep. This is the perfect moment to begin your imaginal act. Once you feel you're in that deeply relaxed state, bring your short scene to mind. Don't just watch it like a movie. Step into the scene and experience it in the first person. Feel the handshake, hear the words, see the environment around you. This is where the real magic happens. As you replay this scene, loop it over and over again in your mind. Each repetition deepens the impression on your subconscious. Don't strain or force it. Just gently and passively loop the scene with feeling. The most important element here is the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Feel the joy, the relief, the gratitude of having your desire. This feeling is the language of the subconscious mind. You continue looping this scene, saturated with the feeling of fulfillment, until you either fall asleep in the act or you feel a deep sense of knowing and satisfaction. Neville called this dropping it. It's a feeling of inner conviction that it is done. Once you've successfully impressed your subconscious, you can drift off to sleep, carrying the feeling of your fulfilled desire with you. Now let's talk about some common pitfalls and how to avoid them. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying too hard. SATS is not about forceful concentration. It's about passive surrender. If you find yourself straining, your conscious mind is too active. Just relax and gently guide your attention back to your scene. Another common issue is having a scene that's too long or complex. Keep it short, simple, and focused on a single action that implies fulfillment. This makes it easier to loop and maintain. Also, don't worry if your mind wanders. It's natural. When it does, just gently and without judgment, bring it back to your imaginal act. Consistency is far more important than perfection. Performing SATS every night, even if it feels imperfect, will build momentum and reprogram your subconscious mind over time. Finally, what happens after you complete your SATS session? You live in the end. Throughout your day, you carry the feeling of your wish already being a fact. This doesn't mean you ignore your current reality, but you don't give it the power to dictate your inner state. You have planted the seed in your subconscious mind, and now you must let it grow. Avoid the temptation to constantly check for results or doubt the process. Your only job is to remain faithful to your assumption, knowing that the how and when will be taken care of. Trust that your subconscious mind is now working to bring your desire into your physical world in the most natural way possible. By combining the powerful nightly practice of SATS with daytime faith in the wish fulfilled, you create an unstoppable force for manifestation in your life. Now you might be wondering, is there any scientific basis for this? Or is it just wishful thinking? Let's dive into what modern neuroscience reveals about this powerful twilight state of consciousness. Scientists have a name for this state: hypnagogia. It's the transitional period between being fully awake and falling asleep. During hypnagogia, your brainwave activity undergoes a significant shift. You move from the fast-paced beta waves of normal waking consciousness to the slower, more rhythmic alpha and theta waves. Alpha waves are associated with the state of relaxed awareness, like when you're meditating. Theta waves go even deeper, linked to profound meditation, bursts of creativity, and a state of heightened suggestibility. Studies have demonstrated that during these theta brainwave states, the critical filter of your conscious mind is significantly lowered. This is precisely the state that hypnotherapists aim to induce in their clients. Why? Because it grants direct access to the subconscious mind. When this barrier is down, you can implant new beliefs, habits, and patterns with much greater ease than when you are fully awake and your analytical mind is on high alert. Furthermore, research into neuroplasticity has fundamentally changed our understanding of the brain. We now know that our brains are not fixed but are constantly rewiring themselves based on our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. When you vividly imagine a desired outcome while in the SATS state, your brain has difficulty distinguishing between the imagined event and a real one. The same neural pathways fire up whether you are actually experiencing something or just intensely visualizing it. This is the very reason why elite athletes and top performers across various fields rely so heavily on visualization techniques. Scientific studies have confirmed that mental rehearsal can create neural changes almost identical to those produced by physical practice. For instance, when a concert pianist mentally rehearses a complex piece of music, the same regions of their motor cortex light up as when they are physically playing the piano. But the connection gets even more profound. The subconscious mind is intricately linked to what scientists refer to as the autonomic nervous system and the reticular activating system. The autonomic nervous system governs all the automatic processes in your body, like your heartbeat and breathing. The reticular activating system acts as a filter for the vast amount of sensory information you receive every second, deciding what gets your attention. When you successfully impress a new belief upon your subconscious during SATS, you are essentially reprogramming these systems. You are instructing them to start noticing opportunities, people, and circumstances that are in harmony with your new, desired reality. Think of it as updating the destination coordinates in your internal GPS. Once your subconscious has the new address, it begins to navigate you there automatically. This navigation often manifests in ways that feel like uncanny coincidences or meaningful synchronicities, guiding you along the path of least resistance toward your goal. This explains why SATS is far more effective than simple daydreaming or wishful thinking. The power lies in the specific timing and the unique state of consciousness you're in. You aren't just passively thinking about what you want. You are actively impressing that reality onto your mind at the precise moment when the gateway to your subconscious is fully open and receptive. Neville Goddard understood this principle intuitively, long before modern neuroscience had the tools to explain it. Through his own experimentation and deep introspection, he discovered that this drowsy, state akin to sleep was the master key, the ultimate secret to unlocking and reprogramming the immense power of the subconscious mind. Now let's get practical. How do you actually enter this state and use it effectively? I'm going to walk you through the exact process step by step, so you can start putting this powerful technique into practice tonight. First, timing matters. You can't just drop into this state in the middle of a busy afternoon. The best times to practice SATS are right before you fall asleep at night, or right after you wake up in the morning, while you're still in that cozy, relaxed state in bed. These moments are the natural bookends of your sleep cycle, and your mind is already primed and close to the drowsy, receptive state we're aiming for. While both times work, nighttime is generally considered more powerful, Why? Because you'll drift off to sleep while holding your imaginal scene, allowing that feeling of the wish fulfilled to sink even deeper into your subconscious mind as you sleep. So, let's begin. Step 1. Get comfortable. This sounds simple, but it's foundational. Lie down in your bed in the position that feels most natural for you to fall asleep in. You want to be so comfortable that you could actually drift off without having to shift around. For some, this is lying flat on their back. For others, it's on their side. There's no right or wrong way to do this. The only goal is complete physical comfort and relaxation, setting the stage for the mental work to come. Step 2. Relax your body completely. This is absolutely crucial. You cannot enter the state akin to sleep if your body is tense and restless. Your mind and body are connected, and a tense body signals an alert mind. Start by taking a few slow, deep breaths. Inhale calm, exhale tension. Then, begin to systematically relax each part of your body. You can start from your toes and slowly move your awareness all the way up to the top of your head. Feel the weight of your feet, your legs, your torso, sinking deeply into the mattress. Intentionally let go of any tension you might be holding in your shoulders, your jaw, or your forehead. These are common spots where we store stress without even realizing it. Some people find it helpful to do a detailed body scan, mentally checking in with each and every muscle and consciously instructing it to release and let go. Others prefer a more passive approach, simply focusing on the rhythm of their breathing until their body naturally relaxes and becomes heavy. The specific method doesn't matter as much as the result. Find what works for you to achieve a state of profound physical stillness. Step 3 is to still your mind. Now, this doesn't mean you need to achieve a state of no thought like in certain advanced meditation practices. That can be a difficult goal that creates more mental strain. Instead, you're simply allowing your mind to become drowsy and passive. You'll know you're getting there when your thoughts start to drift, becoming less linear and logical. You might notice random images or fragments of ideas floating by. That's a perfect sign. You are entering that magical hypnagogic state, the gateway between waking and sleeping. If you find your mind is racing, filled with the events of the day or worries about tomorrow, don't fight it. Fighting your thoughts only gives them more energy. Gently and passively redirect your attention back to a neutral anchor, like the sensation of your breath or the feeling of heaviness and relaxation in your body. Observe the distracting thoughts without judgment, and just let them pass by like clouds in the sky, always returning your focus to a state of peaceful, quiet drowsiness. Finally, we arrive at step 4, the heart of the entire process. Now in this deeply relaxed and receptive state, you are going to create and experience a simple short scene that implies your wish is already a fulfilled fact. This is the most important detail. The scene must take place asterisk after asterisk your desire has been realized. It should be an event that would naturally happen asterisk, because asterisk you've already received what you desire. You are not imagining the process of getting it. You are imagining the evidence of having it. For instance, if your desire is a new job, do not imagine the interview process or receiving the offer letter. That's focusing on the how, which is not your responsibility. Instead, Imagine a short, vivid scene like a friend shaking your hand and congratulating you on your new position. Feel the grip of their hand, hear their voice, and feel the genuine pride and relief in your heart. Or, if you desire a committed relationship, don't imagine the first date. Imagine an intimate, quiet moment that could only happen if you were already in that secure, loving relationship. Perhaps feeling their arm around you as you watch a movie together, or hearing them say, "I love you." Have you ever wondered how some people seem to effortlessly attract success, wealth, and happiness into their lives? It's not magic, it's a method. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most powerful techniques for manifesting your desires, straight from the teachings of the mystic Neville Goddard. This technique is called the State Akin To Sleep, or SATS, and it's a direct line to programming your subconscious mind. First, you need to understand the importance of your imaginal scene. This is the cornerstone of the entire process. The scene you create in your mind's eye must be brief, representing a single concise moment that happens asterisk after asterisk. Your wish has been fulfilled. Neville Goddard was very clear about this. Keep it short and simple. Don't create a long, drawn-out movie. Instead, focus on a single, powerful snapshot that implies your desire is already a reality. If you want a new car, don't imagine the entire process of buying it. Imagine the feeling of your hands on the steering wheel for the first time, or a friend saying, "Wow, I love your new car." It's a single moment that confirms fulfillment. Now let's move to step 5, making your scene sensory rich. This is where you transform a simple visualization into a living, breathing experience. You must not be a passive observer watching a film of your success. You must be the lead actor, experiencing the scene from a first-person perspective. Close your eyes and ask yourself, what do I see through my own eyes in this moment? What specific sounds do I hear? What emotions are swelling up inside me? And crucially, what physical sensations are present? Is there a particular texture you can feel, like the fabric of a new suit or the cool metal of a key? Is there a distinct scent in the air, like the new car smell or the aroma of a celebratory dinner? The more senses you engage, the more tangible and real the scene becomes for your subconscious mind, which thinks in feelings and images, not just words. To make this more concrete, let's say your desire is to be congratulated by a friend on a major achievement. Don't just picture their face. Feel the firm grip of their handshake or the comforting weight of their hand on your shoulder. Hear the genuine excitement and warmth in the tone of their voice as they say, "You did it. I'm so proud of you." See the smile on their face and the light in their eyes. Most importantly, allow yourself to feel the overwhelming wave of joy, relief, and gratitude that would naturally flood your being in that exact moment. You are not pretending. You are truly experiencing it in your imagination. Once you have crafted this vivid, sensory-rich scene, you arrive at step 6, looping the scene. This is the act of repetition that impresses the new reality onto your subconscious. As you lie in bed, getting ready for sleep, bring your scene to mind. Then, play it again and again. Repeat it over and over like a short, continuous loop. This isn't about counting repetitions or forcing it. The goal is to persist in the feeling of the scene until it feels natural and real. With each loop, Strive to make it more vivid, more emotionally charged, and more lifelike than the last. The ultimate objective is to fall asleep while immersed in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. As you gently drift from consciousness into the state akin to sleep, you are carrying this powerful, feeling-filled image with you. In this receptive state, your conscious, analytical mind is quiet, offering no resistance or doubt. The impression of your fulfilled desire can then sink deeply and unopposed into the creative powerhouse of your subconscious mind, setting in motion the events and circumstances that will bring it into your physical reality. This is how you plant the seed of your future success. Now that you understand the technique, let's talk about the common mistakes people make with SATS, because knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. The journey of mastering this powerful method involves more than just following the steps. It's about navigating the subtle pitfalls that can derail your progress. Mistake number 1: making the scene too long or complicated. This is perhaps the most frequent error. People often get excited and want to imagine an entire storyline, a whole cinematic sequence of events leading up to their desire's fulfillment. But this approach actually works against you. Remember, you're trying to impress your subconscious in that drowsy, suggestible state. Your scene needs to be simple, a single snapshot of a moment that implies the wish is already fulfilled. Think of it this way: your mind is drifting towards sleep. If you're trying to remember a complex plot, your conscious, analytical mind has to stay active to keep track of all the details. This effort pulls you right out of the very state you're trying to achieve. The goal isn't to create a movie. It's to feel a single moment so deeply that it becomes real to your inner self. Keep your scene to one short, looping action, something that takes just a few seconds. You can experience profound depth and emotional impact in a simple, focused moment. Mistake number 2: trying too hard. This might sound contradictory, but SATS requires a relaxed, effortless focus. It's a state of passive attention. If you find yourself straining to visualize, clenching your jaw, or feeling tense as you try to force the images to appear, you're actually creating resistance and working against the process. The state akin to sleep is characterized by deep physical and mental relaxation. Think of it like trying to remember a forgotten word or name. The more you strain and force your mind to recall it, the more it seems to elude you. But the moment you relax, let go, and think about something else, it often pops into your head effortlessly. SATS works the same way. If you find yourself trying too hard, just take a deep breath and consciously release the tension in your body. Allow the scene to unfold naturally, as if you're recalling a pleasant memory rather than actively constructing something new. Mistake number 3: doubting during or after the session. You complete your SATS practice, feeling a sense of accomplishment, and then, almost immediately, your rational mind kicks in. You start questioning, did I do it right? Was my scene clear enough? Will this actually work? It feels impossible. This wave of doubt is your conscious mind trying to reassert control based on your current reality, and it can seriously undermine the work you've just done. Here's what Neville taught, and it's crucial. Once you have completed your SATS session, you are done. The act is finished. You have planted the seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Now you must trust the process and let it go. Constantly digging up the seed to check if it's sprouting will only kill it. Your job during the day is to live in the faith that what you impressed upon your subconscious is already a fact, waiting to emerge in your physical world. Mistake number 4. Changing your scene constantly. One night you imagine holding a key to your new house. The next night, you imagine getting a congratulatory phone call. The night after, you change it again, tweaking the details because you think you didn't get it quite right the first time. This scatters your energy and sends mixed signals to your subconscious mind. Consistency is key. You must choose one single powerful scene that clearly implies your wish is fulfilled and stick with it. Persist with that same scene night after night until you have tangible evidence in your physical reality that the impression has taken hold. You'll know the impression is taking when your feelings about the desire begin to change. You might feel a profound sense of peace or certainty about it, or you might even find yourself losing interest in obsessing over it, simply because, on a deep level, it already feels done. Mistake number 5 is a big one. Focusing on the how when you're creating your scene. Your only concern is the end result. Don't worry about how your desire will come to you. Don't try to imagine the specific bridge of incidents, the sequence of events that will lead you from where you are to where you want to be. Your job is simply to impress the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The how is the domain of the subconscious mind and the infinite intelligence of the universe, which can orchestrate events in ways your conscious mind could never conceive. When you try to control the how, you are actually limiting the potential pathways for your desire to manifest. You are trying to force it down a single, narrow road that your limited perspective can see, while the universe has a vast network of highways it could use. Trust that the means will be provided. Occupy the end, and the how will take care of itself. Mistake number 6. Doing SATS when you're stressed or upset. If you've had a terrible day, your mind is racing with anxiety, or you're feeling angry and resentful, it's incredibly difficult to enter the relaxed, receptive state required for SATS to be effective. Attempting to force a positive feeling from a place of deep negativity is like trying to swim against a powerful current. On such nights, you might be better off prioritizing your emotional state first. Do some deep breathing exercises, listen to calming music, engage in meditation, or write in a journal to release the negative energy. Calm your nervous system first. Then, once you're in a more neutral or peaceful state, you can proceed with your SATS practice. The emotional tone you bring to your session matters. You don't need to be ecstatically happy, but you do need to be calm and relaxed enough to enter that drowsy, suggestible state. Finally, mistake number 7. Giving up too soon. This is a journey of faith and persistence. Some people try SATS for a few nights, don't see immediate, miraculous results in their 3D world, and then abandon the practice, concluding that it doesn't work. But Neville Goddard always emphasized persistence. He famously said to persist in your assumption until it hardens into fact. This persistence isn't about forcing or straining. It's about a gentle, consistent return to your practice, night after night. It's about faithfully planting that seed again and again, trusting that it is taking root in the unseen. Everyone's subconscious mind is different, and the time it takes for a seed to sprout varies. Some people may see results within days, while for others, it might take weeks or even months of consistent application. The key is to maintain your faith in the process and your consistency in the practice, knowing that your inner world is the true creative power. Now that you understand the technique, let's talk about the common mistakes people make with SATS, because knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. Getting this part right can be the difference between success and frustration. Mistake number 1 is making the scene too long or complicated. I see this all the time. People want to imagine an entire storyline, a whole sequence of events unfolding like a movie. But this actually works against you. Remember, the goal is to impress your subconscious mind while you're in that very drowsy, suggestible state. Your scene needs to be simple enough that you can hold it clearly in your mind even as you read drifting off towards sleep. If you're trying to remember a complex sequence, you'll engage your conscious, analytical mind too much and pull yourself right out of that sleepy state. Keep it to one short scene, something that takes just a few seconds to loop. You can experience profound depth and feeling in a simple, singular moment. Mistake number 2 is trying too hard. This might sound contradictory, but SATS requires a relaxed, effortless focus. If you're straining to visualize, if your body is tense and you're trying to force the images to appear, you're actually working against the entire process. The state akin to sleep is characterized by deep relaxation and ease. Think about it like trying to remember something you've forgotten. The more you strain and grasp for it, the more it seems to elude you. But the moment you relax and let go, it often pops right into your head. SATS is the same. If you find yourself trying too hard, just take a deep breath and let go. Allow the scene to unfold naturally, as if you're recalling a pleasant memory rather than actively constructing something new. This brings us to mistake number 3, doubting during or after the session. You do your SATS practice, you feel the reality of your scene, and then the moment you're done, your conscious mind jumps in. It starts questioning whether it will work, whether you did it right, whether anything is actually going to change. This doubt is your conscious ego trying to reassert control, and it can completely undermine the work you've just done. Here's what Neville taught, and it is crucial. Once you've done your SATS session, you are done. You have successfully planted the seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Now you need to trust the process and let it go. Constantly digging up the seed to check if it is growing will only prevent it from ever taking root. Next is mistake number 4, changing your scene constantly. Maybe one night you imagine holding a check. The next night you imagine a congratulatory phone call. And the night after that, you tweak the scene because you think you didn't get it quite right before. This scatters your energy and sends mixed signals to your subconscious. It's like giving someone a different set of instructions every single day. The key is to choose one powerful scene that clearly implies your wish is already fulfilled, and then stick with it. Persist with that one scene until you have tangible evidence in your physical reality that the impression has taken hold. You will know the impression has taken hold when you start to feel different about your desire during your waking hours. You might feel a profound sense of peace or certainty about it, or you might simply lose the need to obsess over it because, on a deep level, it already feels done. Mistake number 5 is a big one, focusing on the how when you're creating your scene. Do not concern yourself with how your desire will come about. Don't try to imagine the specific bridge of incidents that will lead to your goal. Your job is simply to impress the end result, the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The how is the business of your subconscious mind and the infinite intelligence of the universe. When you try to control the how, you are operating from the limited perspective of your conscious mind, and you actually restrict the countless, often surprising, ways your desire can manifest. Trust that the how will take care of itself in a way that is far more perfect and elegant than you could ever devise. Then there's mistake number 6, doing SATS when you're stressed or upset. If you've had a terrible day and you're feeling anxious, angry, or resentful, it's going to be very difficult to enter the calm, receptive state required for SATS. Trying to force a feeling of fulfillment when your nervous system is in fight or flight mode is like trying to plant a flower in frozen ground. You might be better off doing some breathing exercises, gentle meditation, or even journaling first to calm your system down. Then, once you're in a more peaceful and neutral state, you can proceed with your SATS practice. The emotional tone you're in when you do SATS matters. You don't need to be ecstatically happy, but you do need to be calm and relaxed enough to slip into that drowsy state where the door to the subconscious opens. And finally, mistake number 7, giving up too soon. Some people try SATS for a few nights, maybe a week, and then abandon it because they don't see immediate results in their 3D world. But Neville always taught the importance of persistence. He said to persist in your assumption, your imagined reality, until it hardens into fact. This doesn't mean forcing or straining, which goes back to mistake number 2. It means consistently and faithfully returning to your practice night after night, planting that same seed again and again with feeling until it takes firm root. Everyone's subconscious mind is different and conditioned differently. Some people might see results within days, while for others, it might take weeks or even months. The key is consistency and an unwavering faith in the process you are engaging in. As we come to the end of this deep dive into SATS, let's talk about how to integrate this practice into your life in a sustainable, powerful way. SATS is not a one-time magic trick. It's a practice. Like any skill, it becomes more effective the more you do it. When you first start, you might find it difficult to maintain your scene or to relax deeply enough. That's completely normal. With practice, you'll find it becomes easier to enter this state and hold your scene clearly. One of the beautiful things about SATS is that it doesn't require you to change your entire life or dedicate hours to practice. You're already going to sleep every night anyway. You're simply using that transition time consciously and deliberately. Even 5 to 15 minutes of quality SATS practice before sleep can be profoundly transformative. Let's address a common question. What do you do during your waking hours? Should you be visualizing and affirming all day long? Neville's answer was no. Do your SATS practice at night and during the day, Live your life from the assumption that your desire is already fulfilled. This doesn't mean pretending or play acting. It means subtle shifts in your attitude and perspective. When you truly believe something is done, you feel differently. You're more relaxed, more confident, less desperate or anxious. If fearful or negative thoughts come up during the day, don't fight them or feel like you've ruined everything. Simply redirect. You might do a quick mental revision, or you might just remind yourself of your SATS scene and the feeling of fulfillment. Then continue with your day. It's also important to take inspired action when it feels natural. SATS doesn't mean sitting around waiting for things to magically appear. When you've successfully impressed your subconscious, you'll find yourself naturally taking actions that align with your desire. These won't feel forced or difficult. They'll feel like the natural next step. Trust those impulses. Keep a manifestation journal if you're so inclined. Note the changes you observe, both inner and outer. Sometimes the first evidence of change is internal. You feel more peaceful about your desire, or you notice your self-concept shifting. Other times, external circumstances begin to shift in ways that are leading toward your desire. Recognizing and acknowledging these shifts builds faith and momentum. What if you do SATS consistently and nothing seems to happen? First, examine whether you're truly entering this state or just thinking about your desire. There's a difference between drowsy, relaxed imagination and alert, wakeful wishing. Second, look at your assumptions during the day. If you're impressing success at night, but spending all day dwelling on failure, you're working against yourself. Third, be patient. Some things have a longer bridge of incidence. The subconscious is working even when you can't see evidence yet. Remember, Neville taught that your assumption creates your reality. SATS is simply the most effective tool for changing your assumptions. The reason it works so powerfully is because you're catching your subconscious at its most receptive moment and impressing it with the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The beauty of this practice is that it puts the power back in your hands. You're not at the mercy of circumstances, other people, or luck. You have the ability to consciously choose what you impress upon your subconscious mind, and therefore what you experience in your reality. As you begin or deepen your SATS practice, be compassionate with yourself. Some nights you'll have powerful, vivid sessions. Other nights you might fall asleep before really getting into your scene, or you might struggle with wandering thoughts. That's all part of the process. What matters is that you keep returning to the practice. One final thought. SATS is ultimately about living in the end. It's about mentally dwelling in the reality you wish to experience until that reality becomes your actual experience. It's about assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled until that assumption hardens into fact. Every time you practice SATS, you're reinforcing the bridge between your inner world and your outer world. You're proving to yourself that consciousness is the only reality and that you are the creator of your experience. So tonight, when you lie down to sleep, don't just drift off unconsciously. Use that precious time. Enter the state akin to sleep. Create your scene. Feel it real. And fall asleep in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Your subconscious is listening, and your reality is ready to reshape itself to match your inner assumption. The power to change your life has always been within you. SATS is simply the key that unlocks it. Use it wisely, use it consistently, and watch as your inner assumptions become your outer facts. If you found this deep dive into SATS valuable and you're ready to transform your life through this powerful technique, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. There's so much more to explore about Neville Goddard's teachings and manifestation techniques, and I don't want you to miss any of it. Your support helps me continue creating this content and spreading these life-changing teachings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.